Hi, and thanks for dropping by Design by Kathy. Today we're going to be making some coasters. We're going to use resin and we're going to use alcohol inks. We're going to hopefully come up with a really nice 3D effect on these coasters. So let's get started. So what we're going to need to make these little alcohol ink resin coasters, I have these little 4x4 silicone molds, little square ones that I chose. Make sure they're very clean. I made the mistake of opening up a couple of them and leaving them sitting out, and I found my cat's hair in it. So be sure that you do thoroughly clean it out. And you're going to want to be careful. Use it, with this surface, it will scratch. You don't want to use any kind of a sharp anything to stir or clean, because this will scratch, and then that scratch is going to show in your resin. So you don't want to use anything other than like another silicone spatula or something like that, or something, like a rounded edge, but you still don't want to dig down really deep into that. But like I said, you can rinse them out with water. I wiped them all out with my little baby wipes here. So I've got the alcohol inks. I've got this terracotta, teak wood, and I like sailboat blue. And then I have a white. It's a mix of the snow-capped white. So gonna add my first. I've mixed up my resin. I've stirred it thoroughly and let it sit. And I have a little piece of my solo cup stuck in there. Let's see if we can make sure we get that out. I don't want any I don't want anything in here except what we're gonna add in. Now this is the first time that I have done this. So another thing that's a trial for me is I didn't know exactly how much resin to mix up. So this is going to be a trial here as well to make sure that I have enough. And it looks like I'm going to have another little piece of solo cup in there. And it's looking like that is clearly not going to be enough resin. So hang on, let's mix a little more right quick. What I have done is, this is a 1 ounce little measuring cup. So I have a total of 3 ounces each of my hardener and my resin. And this is the amazing clear cast. So now let's see if hopefully this will be the perfect amount. Also, I had to get a level. I work in my garage. The garage is not level, as most of them aren't, because you want to have proper water drainage in a garage. Still not sure. My level said it was level, but I don't know. My resin seems to be drifting off to one side here a little bit. But hopefully it's close enough. So I want to get this little cavities as full as I can. I don't want it to go over at all, but I want my coaster to be thick enough to and that one we're getting there pretty good. Okay, now I can see a lot of bubbles going on here, which again, we don't really want in our coaster. Now I have two things that I like to use. One of them, of course, this is called Eat a Bubble. I think this stuff works pretty good. Another thing you can do is you can use your torch. The thing with this is you cannot use this once you put your alcohol ink in. Okay, whoops. because once your alcohol ink is in here, it's flammable. So you definitely do not want to use a torch. I would recommend if you have to wait, if you wait until you put your alcohol ink, then definitely use the Eat a Bubble. The other thing is I'm working on parchment paper. Parchment paper, as you know, you can put that in your oven. So that again is a good safety precaution if you're going to use the torch. So let's get started with the colors. And I don't know how these are going to exactly come out, but I just thought it'd be fun. I've watched a couple of videos myself and they just look so pretty. And I don't know that I have a rhyme or reason. I want to try to do them the same so they'll, match. I like matchy, but oops. It's dripping out of there faster than I'm actually able to control it. It's not cooperating, but that's okay. And, if you've not used alcohol inks before, you're going to notice you can actually smell the alcohol in it. I love the terracotta color. To me, is just so pretty. Trying to be a little more careful here so I'm not just wildly dripping, which it's kind of working. Maybe I kind of need another one there. Ooh, kind of made a mess. Alcohol ink does clean up pretty easy, thankfully, because I just got it all over me. And this one doesn't seem to want to open. Shame on me. There we go. I mean, you can see it's just running out. It's kind of got a mind of its own. It's going where it wants to. And I'm still making a mess here. Shame on me. I don't want to waste that stuff. They're tiny little bottles and, it takes tiny little amounts, but I don't like to waste. What the hope is here, doing the alcohol ink like this in the resin, is to get a real 3D effect. Because this is the bottom side. This will be the bottom side of our coaster. And I want to pretty much try to cover the entire area. I don't want to have a lot of the white, or the clear rather, not white. Go back with my terracotta. Just going to keep layering and filling in the clear spaces. I like how those are already kind of looking like agate. Kind of pretty. Come back with my teak wood. And then I'm going to come back with my snow cap. Of course, what we see it looking like here on the back side is not necessarily what it's going to look like on the front side, so it will be fun to see. Sadly, we have to wait until this cures enough for us to get it out of the mold. But that's okay. Just gonna see if I can, there's just some little clear spots. And I mean, it's okay if you want to leave the clear. I just really want the color. So it's just personal preference there. Oops. Wow. Still got a little there. Of course, the terracotta is one of my favorite colors. Okay, I'm gonna come back one more time, a little bit more of the snow cap, the white. All right, we are gonna let this cure for about 12 hours and then we'll take it out of the mold and see what we have. So stay tuned. So we've let these cure now for a little over 12 hours. So I'm gonna take these out of the mold. And the silicone molds are so easy to remove your resin project from. Get where I can see here. Anyway, you just pull it out. Again, remember that these will scratch very easily, so you need to be really careful. Now this will still, see I got a little bit of ply in that right now, but it'll continue to cure and harden. And then I'm gonna take, I've got these little cork bottoms that I can put on them. This one's a little bit oversized, but I can trim that down. And look how pretty that looks. What a great 3D effect that it has going on there. I like that. So pretty. Now what I have noticed is there's a little bit of unlevel here, and that is because I probably, I should have used a bit more resin and had made sure it came all the way to my top here. But that's what we had poured up for the time being, so that's what we went with. And again, you definitely want to use a really level surface. Just this one looks pretty. This one looks pretty good. It's got a little unlevel right there, but for the most part, it's pretty level. And then see, we'll glue that on, and that just looks so pretty. Use any color combination that you choose, and that will be so nice. Like I said, great for a gift. Come back and put initials on them. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you'll leave me a comment and share, like, and please subscribe. Anyway, give this a try. This will be so much fun. You can make these as gifts for yourself. Anyway, whatever you do, make it yours, make it personal, and you can do it. Thanks for watching.